What's up, everybody? So today in this video, what you're going to be learning are the 3 things that I see stopping businesses from reaching their potential. And these are businesses anywhere from 10 to 20K per month, or from even some that are 0 to 5K, 5 to 10K, from reaching their potential as like a 6-figure a month business or a 7-figure a year business. And these are a lot of problems that I used to make myself in my business. So if you haven't met me before, my name is Bengreen. I'm the owner of optimizeis. What we do is we help business owners do KPI and systems integration. So what that looks like is knowing the numbers running your business, knowing repeatable systems to run your business, and having it all work very well for you, for your team, to make the best decisions that you can to take your business to the next level. And we do that through using tools such as Airtable or Asana or Slack or Toggl, or whatever fits best for whatever we see fits best for the client. That's something that we use. So really, I want to talk about those 3 ways, the three things stopping business owners from reaching their potential. The first one, and this used to plague me until I started building some of these systems in my own businesses and in a few businesses that I was working for, and that is knowing your numbers. Just a few numbers to rattle off, like what are numbers a business owner should know. You should know like your cost per call, your conversion rate, your cost to deliver, especially in service-based businesses. That might not be the easiest cost to find, but if you can know your cost to deliver, if you have a repeatable system on the back end, then that's a really good number to know. So those are just a few numbers, but why is it important to know your numbers? So your numbers indicate how well you're doing in like some certain scale, or in proportion to something. So like what we always go back to is we have a values framework. So we find the numbers that we care about based on what values we have in our business. And for nearly all businesses, one of the values is to be profitable, to make money. So in there, that's where you get like the sales call, that's where you get the cost per call, the cost per close, or that kind of stuff. So knowing your numbers is important for actually the next reason. And the next reason is, once you know your numbers, you can really pinpoint where your bottlenecks are. So if you have numbers, for example, in your sales process, throughout the whole process, from getting someone on your website to how many of those people book a call, to how many of those people get on the call, so your show up rate, how many people get sold on the call, so what's your closing rate. So if you know all those numbers, you know everything about your sales process. If you know all the numbers on the back end of your business, you know that. Or for marketing, you know that. So those numbers allow you to pinpoint bottlenecks, to see where you need to maybe spend a little bit of time training, or spend a little bit of time optimizing, or even automating. There's another really fun framework. It goes like eliminate, automate, delegate, procrastinate, I believe is like the general framework. There might be 1 or 2 steps that I missed there. But if you can follow that framework, that's another great one. So why are bottlenecks important, and why are numbers important? So numbers are vitally important so you can diagnose the bottlenecks. Bottlenecks are really what stop you from growth. So if you can pinpoint where in your, for example, in your marketing, what marketing is not contributing to people going to your sales page, or in your sales cycle, where do you have like the steepest drop off in the conversion percentage? You can compare that with like averages that you can find even just online, and that kind of stuff, to figure out where you're falling off at. So that's why bottlenecks are important. Bottlenecks, if you think about an actual bottle, this isn't the greatest example because it's a wide mouth bottle, but you see the bottle goes down, so not as much water can get through at the bottom, so you're restricting the flow of water because this is getting smaller. So that's bottlenecks in a nutshell, because it's restricting your potential. And you don't want bottlenecks as much as you can. Every time you fix one bottleneck, it's kind of funny because another bottleneck will pop up that you could improve. So there's always going to be the weakest link. There's always going to be a weakest link. If you have a chain, there will always be a weakest link. But if you can make those weakest links as strong as possible and make a really cohesive system, then you're going to be far better than you were before knowing your numbers and before knowing your bottlenecks. Now, the last thing that I see stopping business owners and their businesses and their service-based businesses from reaching their potential is not having the repeatable systems and frameworks to figure out all of these things. So it's hard enough to go in here and do this once to be able to find all of these numbers or all of the numbers that really give you a pulse on your business. So if like you can figure out like the health of your business just based on like going in one place, that is really something that I see a lot of business owners lacking. And like I could go pull up my numbers by like going to Calendly, finding my calls, going to ClickFunnels, finding my like how many people booked or went to the sales page, and all of that. But how can you build a repeatable system to automatically have those numbers calculated? That way you can just at a glance go say, these are my bottlenecks right now this week. This is what I need to be focusing on to hit my monthly goal. And of course that monthly goal lines up with like a quarterly goal. And that quarterly goal lines up with your big yearly goal, which lines up with your long-term vision, which end up being your values actually, which is really cool. Just how everything really stems down from your values. And I learned a lot of that from talking and interacting with Chris Dancy, because he is so value oriented. It's amazing. And that's what I've been trying to incorporate in my business and in all the businesses that I work with, is finding those KPIs that they're almost KVIs. So KPI is a key performance indicator, but a KVI, and this is something I'm experimenting with, is a key value indicator. So for example, if one of your values is the bottom line, if it's like profits, then one thing in there would be a key value indicator as like your conversion percentage or your closing rate. But that's a thought for another day. So if you're interested in, if you see the benefit of and you're interested in some of these systems, if you see that there are bottlenecks that you want to solve, if there's numbers and repeatable systems that you want to have in your business so that you can go to the next level, and not just like from 5 to 10K, but like from 10 to 100K. So you can identify the bottlenecks, just keep identifying the bottlenecks till you get there. Whatever your big vision is, those are the bottlenecks that I love solving, and I love giving like the concrete numbers, because I believe once you have the numbers there, I believe that the history is the best indicator of the future. And so if you can predict the future with those numbers, then you can make a lot better decisions to set yourself up for your goals. So if you're interested in building the systems to do this in your business, to have your KPIs and systems integrated in your business, then check out the link down in the description, request a consultation from me, and we will talk on that call and see if we're a good fit to work together and what this looks like for you and your business. So I'm super excited to see you there. Have a great day.